Let's get serious. Habaki!
What is going on, everybody? NestleOverXWix here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty video. This one I wanted to talk about. The recent fiasco that's been going on surrounding the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered thing that everyone's complaining about. If you're not already up to date on it, I'm going to assume you are. If you're not already up to date on it, then basically the short version is fucking Call of Duty World War II, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was like leaked on fucking Amazon, and then it was taken down, and then they're like, oh my god, it's Call of Duty World War 2, it's fucking amazing. Modern Warfare 2, whatever, fuck you. Then they were like, oh, there's a very big announcement coming, and then they announced DLC 2 for COD World War 2, and they were like, that's not the big event, there's no fucking way, and they were like, yeah, it is. That was the big event. We're not announcing anything on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. And then there was a leak that said Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was coming, and it was campaign only, and it was a huge mess. So, my thoughts are as follows. Activision, you are incompetent. It would make so much sense for them to release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered with campaign, multiplayer, and Spec Ops in April to give players something to play between now and Black Ops 4, because let's be honest, their DLC model's outdated and no one gives a shit about map packs anymore. Nobody fucking cares about map packs anymore. That's not a thing that people do anymore. So Call of Duty World War II map packs are not going to bring people back to Call of Duty World War II. The only thing that's brought me back to Call of Duty World War II is shipment, and I still think that the game sucks, and I've gone back to playing Modern Warfare Remastered, Modern Warfare 1 Remastered, because, let's face it, Call of Duty World War II is trash. But first of all, the not giving us any information on it is the stupidest thing that they could be doing right now. Like, what Activision needs to do right now is they need to either say, hey, it's not coming, it's not happening, stop getting your hopes up, it's not happening, or they need to say, yes, it's happening, and either stop being a bitch and just say, hey, it's campaign only, this is the way it's going to be, it's $20, campaign only, you know, this is how it's going to be. Like, they need to be more transparent about this kind of thing, because the franchise is in a very bad place right now. Call of Duty World War II has not done as well as they had anticipated it to do, and basically the only money that they're making is off microtransactions, which I haven't bought any at all, because I believe that they are ridiculous in this game, and they're stupid. But the only money that they're making off of Call of Duty at this point is microtransaction sales, and the franchise is in a very chaotic place. And the thing that everybody wants to see is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Personally, I actually, curveball, really don't like Modern Warfare 2. I think it's one of the weakest Call of Duty games that there is. I actually played it. I didn't play it the least out of all the Call of Duty games, because I think I played Infinite Warfare and I played World at War last. But Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer was pretty weak in my eyes. The new tubes were way broken. The kill streaks were way broken. Any game mode outside of Team Deathmatch was trash, because if it had an objective, everybody was just going for nukes and not actually playing the objective at all. So objective games were trash in Modern Warfare 2. The game-ending nuke pretty much ruined all objective game modes. The guns were broken. To be fair, though, I wish more games would do the fact that all the guns are broken, so that none of the guns are broken thing that Modern Warfare 2 did. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The game itself was fairly weak. It was fun, but it was fairly weak. It didn't have a very great campaign in my eyes. I really didn't like Modern Warfare 2's campaign. I never found Price and Soap to be that interesting of characters, and I really didn't understand the story when I was playing it. I prefer Modern Warfare 1's story to Modern Warfare 2 in 1,000 different ways. So personally, I'm not that butthurt that Modern Warfare 2 wouldn't be coming back to be remastered, but the thing is, like, if it's campaign only, there's no real point, because the campaign is not very good. It's one of the weaker campaigns. And to pay $20 for a campaign you've already beat that's 6 hours long is insanity. Like, that's ridiculous. I could get a fucking you could buy, right, Life is Strange, a 5-episode series that has one of the most diverse and incredible, rich stories you'll ever experience for less money than a 6-hour-long campaign. It would actually last about the same amount of time, because each episode lasts about 2 hours, and there's 5 of them, so 10 hours. You'd actually get more value out of buying something like Life is Strange than you would be out of buying just a campaign-only remaster of Modern Warfare 2. Now, again, you know, it's a story-based game instead of a shooter game, but I make that comparison because if you're going into that for the story, you might as well just go buy the 360 version of Modern Warfare 2 and play it on a 360 for like $3, or buy a better story game. If you want a good shooter campaign, you just go buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered and play that. So my thoughts on them making a campaign only is, of course, I'm not going to buy that. That would be ridiculous. Now, to be fair, I don't know, don't quote me on that. I feel like it's a waste of money, but I waste money a lot, so who knows. If they brought the multiplayer back, it's difficult, because if they brought the multiplayer back, I feel like they would need to change things to make the game playable, because the noob tubes are ridiculous. The game-ending nuke is ridiculous. And they would certainly have to remove the stay in fucking game chat thing, because that was so stupid. That was the stupidest decision Infinity Ward has ever made, is let's force you into game chat, because fuck you. You want to be in a party with your friends who may be playing a different game? Too fucking bad. If you want to play anything other than Mercenary Team Deathmatch, which is what I always played in that game, because Mercenary Team Deathmatch, you could stay in a fucking party, then too bad. You don't get to. So, you know, there's some things that they would need to change, for sure, if they brought the multiplayer back, and, you know, I don't know if I'm really comfortable with them changing anything, because they didn't change anything with Call of Duty 4, so why should they change anything? You know, it's a weird game, like, it's a broken fucking game, and it's a tough call. So if I were in charge of Activision, I would never have even thought about remastering Modern Warfare 2. I would simply make it backwards compatible with the Xbox One, because I think it's the most requested game right now to be backwards compatible with the Xbox One, and I would do that instead. And you know, it's difficult. I'm kind of in a state of, like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But they need to do something other than, oh look, more Call of Duty World War II DLC for a game that no one plays anymore and no one likes. Yippee. Yeah, so, whatever. They did just make Call of Duty 4 fucking backwards compatible, which confuses me, because you've already got Modern Warfare Remastered, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there, though. Pretty much given all my thoughts that I can on this topic, so, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Granada! Smoke check. Incoming thermite!
Hostile HCXD in your AO. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Incoming frag.
Should have stayed cloaked, man.
Hostile care package overhead. Be advised, hostile lightning strike targeting active. Friendly UAV inbound. Hostile lightning strike inbound.
Slowed him down.
All unit down.
Bullseye. Slowed him down.
Counter UAV awaiting orders.
Wasted.
Sensors are capturing your objective. UAV energy levels at 50%. CUAV has
Dropped him.
They're gone.
Thanks for the work, UAV departing AO. Thanks for the work, Alpha UAV departing AO.
Dug out.
Batteries down. Bullseye.
Enemy Overwatch down.
The wind's in sight. Stay on target.
Smoke check.
Hostile HCXD.
Overwatch down.
win for the Accord. RTB.
Ain't no place they could hide from me.